Yo, yo, yo.
Scorpion.
What's up, stream?
A battle raged at the end of the first tournament. The forces of Earthrealm were facing their greatest challenge.
Alright. Today we're gonna be commentating our speedrun of the normal All Medallions Ko-op category, where we achieved our goal as the fastest and Scorpion Sub-Zero, as the fastest Sub-Zero and Scorpion characters.
You can't get better than that.
So this first part of the run was pretty solid. You can we usually get around 5:05, and the fastest we ever got on this is around 5:02.
Messed up in the end. This part is the most practiced part in the speedrun.
Yeah, this part can be very situational when it comes to getting all the three Onis at the same time in the fire.
It's also the most fun part of the speedrun.
Yeah, we managed to do the best out of it here. Yep, there we go.
That's the only spot you can get that instant burn for some reason.
Yep, works like a charm. Yo, what's up, Tektronics? Welcome, my man. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, here it messed up, but
Yeah, you drop down, but it's not really a big deal because of the teleport, so we didn't really lose anything there. There we go.
yes, I do fail
Perfect.
this time to time.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yo, Teddy, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream,
Shiva.
yo. Can't have a stream without Shiva's husband, you know? Let's fucking go. Alright, here comes the next room. Now, this is all about getting a good timing at the start of the Oni air slams. And if we're lucky, we can get multiple hits here.
Sub-Zero gains more meter than Scorpion does, so he is the only one who's supposed to get the Fatality meter.
Yeah, Sub-Zero...
Scorpion for some reason does not get the meter for this.
Exactly, Sub-Zero builds up meter way faster than Scorpion does.
This is pretty solid. Taking two enemies is pretty good.
And also, Sub-Zero's Fatality is a little bit faster than Scorpion, so that's why we choose to do Sub-Zero's Fatality here.
Yeah, fit.
Now let's see if we can skip the Raiden message here. Of course, there we go.
1 second saved.
Yeah, one very powerful second. It's all about the seconds.
Yeah, here I messed up. Oh, never mind.
I wouldn't really say that you messed up. Like, I mean, what was it, like half a second away from throwing him in there? That was a very good moment. You did that good. All right, let's see if we can drop down, get the sword without triggering the cutscene and missing the sword. Now, I remember when I used to practice this, I could never understand how to drop down and always get the sword, but now it's really easy. If we can kill this boss without getting hurt. Go, nice timing. And that about sums it up to
fast
9 or 10 seconds, which is about the fastest we've ever done. So looking solid so far, but there will be moments in this speed run that just went terribly wrong. Like not too bad, but there will be some moments where, like, okay, I personally started boiling inside when we did this, but
Oh no.
but surprisingly
That's not supposed to happen. I'm pretty upset about that one.
Yeah. But yeah, surprisingly, we did manage to save a lot of moments in this speedrun. But yeah, what you just did there is like, it's no big deal. Like I was still ahead of you anyway.
Is that a Devil May Cry 5 Neo reference? Dark Emperor.
Oh, Dark Emperor! I didn't see you there. What's up, man? Welcome to the
Someone
stream.
bring the marshmallows because Scorpion's bringing the fire. Yeah, that's 100% a Neo reference, I think.
Love it, love it. DMC5 all day.
Long ago.
All right, so 509,
Shao Kahn
which is not bad. We were already at the portal around 505, which is what we usually get as the fastest time. So 509, not too bad, not too bad.
I feel like we can easily get this consistently.
Yeah, I think we can improve some seconds, but overall very solid.
Yeah.
We got the sword glitch, we still got the sword with us, which is not supposed to work, but if you throw away the sword and one of the players grab the sword and the other jumps in the portal, we'll get the sword with us, which you will notice in a sec, or in a minute, how much time we are going to save by doing this.
This is a glitch that many runs as Scorpion Necessary hasn't done, because it's kind of been just like... it's just been like...
Yeah, like you mean they couldn't find it?
The glitch has just been found, so this saves a lot of time getting the sword, and we do the portal glitch, which only works on portals.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on doors, it doesn't work on anything else, only the portals, because it triggers like a sequence where you can pick up the sword at the right timing and you get what you're not supposed to be able to.
Yeah, for sure, exactly. Like you're not supposed to be able to bring the sword with you through portals, but if you do a specific glitch, you can get it with you and you can skip some heavy seconds of the game. Right, Wuxi Academy. Here's something that we discovered on our own. Like we tried a bunch of different strategies here. Like what we basically did was, if we throw away the sword, we can get this bleed out on the enemy, and while we're focusing on the other enemies, we can.
The enemy will basically get bleed out.
Yeah.
You can take him at the last enemy and quickly pick up the sword after he's dead, as you can see now.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we almost forgot it there.
If you don't pick up the sword, just restart.
Yeah, if we were like 1 second later, the game would have skipped it. Right, here comes the cutting of the ropes. Nothing too complicated here.
So yeah, we just skipped a sequence by discovering this sword glitch.
Oh yeah, love it.
And throw away the sword.
Throw away the sword,
we
don't
don't
need
need
that
it
anymore.
No.
Almost reaching the end of Wuxi. Now there's just one more room. Throw the guards and the spikes.
This is kind of interesting. We found out, like, recently that we can do this. If you manage to get to the soldier before he can even act or react, you can just grab him instantly and he can't, like, block it or anything if you do it fast enough.
Oh yeah.
So you can just throw him into...
Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually one thing that I totally was subconscious about.
So it's important for Scorpion, if you're in co-op, to go first when a long jump, so you have the time to grab him.
Exactly, yeah.
Just skip a lot of time waiting for them to attack and block.
Good point, good point.
So far, I don't think you can do obviously faster, but this is pretty fast.
Yeah, this is pretty decent. Now I'd say this room that we'll get to right now, or the room after, like the second room, is like the very first room or part of the speed run where we kind of do our first mess up here.
Yeah, this room, the only way to get it like perfectly every time, or like the best you can get, is to get up here as quickly as possible. But as you can see, one did not get up in time. So if you don't get up in time, the enemies will not stand still, or like they will not be close to throwing them into the traps here.
Yeah, because this is the part where we mean that this if you mess up this part, it can take a lot of time. So
Yeah.
we get the first guy on the first trap.
I did get the difficult one,
But on
this
this-
one I managed to fail because of the wrong positioning.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do better here, but
Yeah, but I would say that we managed to make up for it pretty decently. But this is the part right here where it's just like, what the hell are we doing? Why can't we get up? But there is a reason for why it's
know
hard.
why.
Yeah, there's a reason for why it's hard to get up on that ledge. It's because you have to face perfectly in front of, like you have to face your body with the character perfectly straight. And if you bump into each other, you won't be able to grab the ledge either. So.
Yeah, and the most important part is actually just jumping upwards. Don't jump like front flip forward. You need to jump like standing jumping, and then you press forward.
Exactly.
To be able to grab the ledge. Otherwise, it's kind of lucky.
And the guy we just uppercutted or slided up into the spikes there. For some reasons, when we jump on top of him, sometimes he won't be a solid. He won't be like a solid floor to jump off of. So what happens is he'll just become transparent, and you can't jump off of him. Strangely enough. But yeah,
this part you can do two ways, but we do the most safest way, and it's pretty fast. It's like as fast as the other one. So we get him out of here because we don't need him. He doesn't really do anything for us. So we kick him out and grab this. And here comes the part where Scorpion will get the meter to do the mortality, the first mortality. And by doing this, you use like a technique, I guess I could say, a grab technique. We can just loop them in the air with the grab by pressing triangle.
Yeah, when you do air 2 and grab them in the air, Scorpion builds up an insanely amount of meter.
So yeah, you can just loop this, and this is the fastest way to get the Scorpion meter as Scorpion.
Yep. For sure.
And I'm pretty sure Scorpion is the only one who can do this. Yes. Yeah, the fastest.
Normally what we did here at the beginning was we had Sub-Zero do the mortality, because his mortality is a slightly bit faster than Scorpion, but not that big much of a difference. But what we found out was that Scorpion can get the mortality faster. Now here's a very unlucky part. We're supposed to throw them off bounds to get past this section as fast as possible, but for some reason we're very unlucky here with them not falling off screen here.
That's unlucky. Yeah, it's like this is an easy part, but we were unfortunately very unlucky here.
It is. I mean, by this time I'd say it's pretty easy, but it can be very situational depending on, like for this, for example, right there.
Ah, the clashing.
Another thing that barely happens to us is, like, if we run grab and throw them into each other, they will clash and they will not fall off screen. So that was very unlucky. A little platforming until we reach the first boss of the game.
This is technically, yeah, the first real boss. Not some sub-boss.
Exactly, this is the first real boss of the game.
So, like, we did not properly time this, but it worked.
Yeah, we did some sloppy drops there. But overall, not too bad. This second fight here, when Kitana fights alongside with Melina and Jade, is where we kind of made up for it.
Yeah, we got the stun off and managed to knock them off by doing the air stamps. Which, yeah, this is like the fastest thing you can do to get to this part.
Yep, very fast defeat on Kitana there. Now we just gotta make sure to keep Melina and Jade away from trying to break Kitana free, basically.
Yeah, just chilling with Melina.
Just chilling and grilling. You are not going anywhere.
Imagine someone standing on you and they're choking you at the same time. I think that's what they're doing. I don't know.
It's probably Jade and Melina fetish. Alright, now it's
Man is supposed to be on top of you.
Jade and Melina fight only, and this part is basically just take one at a time, beat them until they automatically goes into the trap, then go to the next one and rinse and repeat. Melina, like the UMK3 Shao Kahn announcer. Melina. Look, Terry, what we're doing to your poor favorite character here. But she likes it though. She told us she has a fetish for it. And I think Melina is done.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, no, Jade is done. Now it's just Melina left.
There it is.
Overall,
and it's
solid.
important here that Scorpion does Fatality.
Yeah, we usually had Sub-Zero doing the Fatality. Or actually, we didn't really have a plan for it at all. But what we realized was if Scorpion does the Fatality, he will have enough experience points to be able to buy a skill later on that we will need pretty early in the game.
So you get about 1k for doing the Fatalities, so Scorpion has to do it to get it an upgrade later on.
Yeah,
an important upgrade.
Yeah, I think you get around like 800 something, and then you pick up these green XP balls here to...
if needed, you pick these up.
Yeah, if you need them. Gain a little more, 400 XP. Now you have around 3000, which is what you need.
Yeah.
So so far it's going according to plan. Rip Jade,
you always makes me cry.
You won't be missed.
Rip Jade. Sexy pole lady.
Rip all the Jade lovers. Now, there's not really much to say about this part. Like, we could improve on it by trying to instantly break the statue by the long jumping, especially this part. Now, this last statue here is known to be a little tricky to get, but we did manage to find a pretty easy trick to get it every
difficult.
time.
People don't understand how to do this, but it's very important that you jump in with long jump off camera, and by doing that, you can just run, slide, kick the entire statue, and you need to do it straight on the statue, like this statue. Otherwise, it won't break. And as you can see, what happened to us now, the camera didn't follow, so we couldn't. Pretty unlucky.
Yeah, and that part pretty much summarizes the evil monastery, and now we're heading to the living forest.
Yeah, Jade is really hated in Kombat 11, but I like Jade as a character. Very sad that she died.
Yeah, anyone who plays MK11 will understand that. They will know what you're talking about.
Here you can easily get a kick, but I managed to fail, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this part we definitely can improve. We didn't necessarily waste too much time here, but we definitely could do better here. Now what I do here is I'm trying to look for the last zombie, which I could have killed earlier if I threw him on the other side of the spikes, but all in all, it is what it is. These air slam loops here, I'd say we did pretty good. We managed to kill them pretty fast here.
These enemies can explode and kill themselves, but they didn't do it this time. It's very like RNG.
Yeah, if you're lucky, they will go into like a self-suicide mode.
Now here comes a funny sequence. Many people don't know about this, but you can skip this sequence which you have to throw and kill all the enemies here. But if you just go out of bounds, like go outside where they spawn and go to the next spawn and go to the back to the other spawn, for some reason all the the trees and
yeah, we
will all be gone, so you can just skip that entire sequence basically.
Yeah, we basically save like 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds to like 1 minute from not fighting the Brotherhood of Shadow at all there.
Yep.
Also, that part there was a little bit unlucky, where you usually 9 out of 10 times always manage to kick the zombie into the tree, but this time he managed to bitch slap you first, so it is what it is. Oh yeah, make sure not to hit the water here, because the snakes will attack you.
This never happens, but you know, it happened.
Oh yeah, and this little platforming area here is you want to make sure that you jump on the platforms one at a time so that you don't jump into each other. Otherwise, yeah, you'll fall. You both fall down. Okay.
Here comes a part where I have practiced a lot, but we finally like understood how to mostly like get this every time.
Always get this every time, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm not doing here, I will fail this. So we just skip this part, but I can basically just skip this entire snake sequence by just going up there and throwing the enemy into the tree, and I will skip it. But why it didn't work this time is because I didn't know before that you have to wait with the triangle air move to get more height, and then you can basically just teleport yourself up there with that like technique. I didn't do it properly this time, but next time.
Yeah, but we have a much more better understanding of how it works now. So we'll definitely get it next time. We managed to lose a lot of HP here, which is not too bad, because we kind of make up for it in later on.
Well, I did get one kick. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, you did get that one kick at least, so overall, very good.
Well, now here comes a puzzle, which you shouldn't fail. It's pretty easy.
A little mini game of breaking the statues one by one. Look how clean our inputs are here. No mashing, no mashing.
Yeah, if you mash, you might fail this. I don't recommend it. And then you get the brutality.
Solid, solid. Right, so at this part, we decided that Scorpion gets the brutality. No, that's Sub-Zero gets the brutality. Yeah, because
I did a fatality. When you do fatality on bosses, you lose your entire meter. So Sub-Zero has the most meter because of it.
Yeah, Sub-Zero has the most meter, but that's not the only reason why we have him do it. It's because Scorpion will need the brutality meter for the next part of the game.
What I'm doing here is something I didn't really do right, but I need to get as much meter as I can here, because Scorpion will be needing a brutality later on for a sub-boss. Or the Hell...
The Orochi Hell Beast.
Hell Beast. So I try to get as much meter as I can here.
Yeah, and
you got some health. With the brutality, you do get a lot of health if you kill the enemies.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough meter, you can always make up for it later on in the Soul Tombs.
I do have a lot of time, but that's a good part where you try to get as much meter as you can, because you don't waste any time.
Yeah, you're just killing some time, and why not just build up some meter at the same time while we're waiting?
This snake sequence is really annoying, but luckily there are some tricks that we use here. And one of them is needed of the air teleport, which we will do right here. Only Scorpion can do this.
Yeah, I
Kung Lao, though.
I love this skip. Like this skip.
Yeah.
This skip saves a lot of frustration on this part.
You don't want to rush this, just go slow and easy.
Yeah, or otherwise you'll end up like me, like here, where I long jump way too early at the ledge and got combo as fuck by the snake. But no big deal, because Scorpion makes up for it. Alright, Reptile, first part. Overall, solid boss fight. The second part we did a lot better, because I believe we do get one drop right here. Yeah, we did get one drop.
Doesn't matter. That's a good start. So yeah, the Reptile fight is very solid.
Reptile getting his own medicine. Oh hell yeah. Like, especially during the second part of the Reptile fight, you can, like, if you drop him, he will either instantly go into invisible mode, or he will jump back on top of the ledge, where he will start zoning you with projectiles. Really annoying.
It's funny that you can just air slam them to death.
Yeah, like once you understand this boss fight, it's not really that hard.
if you do it too quickly, the bosses are programmed to recover. They have a recover ability. So you don't want to do it too fast. You want to do it as like this rhythm that we're doing.
Underwhelming Fatality. Yeah, I'd say it's one of the most brutal way that Reptile had died in the whole series. I kind of feel sorry for him. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's kind of satisfying because his stupid mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of like the Reptile design in this game.
Yeah, this is the best Reptile design. He had its design in 4 games. I think. Yeah. No. 3 games.
Yeah, the MK4 design compared to this one, I'd rather take this one any day.
Important that his design is supposed to be a combination of ninja, human, and a reptilian design. So I think this is the best adaptation of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got a little good skip there where we long jump. Or we jump a long jump and skip the whole area at the bottom, which is nice. It was good in the beginning, but the end was kind of meh.
Let him choke on his own spit.
Now, the backtracking on Living Forest can be annoying sometimes, but I'd say we practice this quite a lot now, so it's not too bad. The only really annoying part is the water, where if you fall down in the water, the snake will instantly attack you.
Get hit by the snakes? No, you don't want that.
Yeah, but not a big deal. All right, that wraps up the Living Forest part.
Now here comes another RNG part.
Yeah, this part is like, yeah.
This is very rare.
Yep, what you just saw there, where the 4 green skulls or 5 appear at the same time, that happens like 1 out of 10 times or so.
And we don't know how to avoid this really, so he got hit by all of those skeletons and took a lot of our health, which will be consequences later on.
Yeah, when they all hit you at the same time, you lose like 40% of your HP, maybe even more.
Did we die? Yep, we did.
Yeah, they will see here in a few minutes.
Because of that, we will get trouble. There will be trouble.
Yeah, I'd say, even though we did some first mistakes in the evil monastery part, I'd say this is the part of the game, of the run, where we made the most mistakes.
Yep. This is the longest and the most annoying part of the speedrun, but we have practiced so much on this.
Yeah, not only mistakes, there were some good parts that you will see, but overall we did a lot of mistakes. And this is also the longest part of the run.
It's a fun fact, if you throw them out and not on the trap up on the roof, we do get the door open quicker. So you want to throw them out.
Yep. Oh yeah, and here comes probably the most, maybe the most notorious room of the whole game. The room that's feels like it's impossible to avoid taking damage, but technically you can avoid taking damage in this room. It's just a bit of pain in the butt, basically. But
that was all right.
Yeah, on the way there, it's not really that much. It's not really that big of a deal. But on the way back, though, however, as you will see in a minute, is where it gets the most insane. Comes a
unskippable cutscene.
Unskippable cutscene for some reason, yeah. Now
I think that's the only unskippable cutscene in the game. Maybe there's a second one. But...
yeah, there might be one more, maybe two more actually. But yeah, as you can see right now, we're very low on HP, so at this point it feels like death is inevitable.
This part is kind of scary, but we did practice this. And the important part here is to get the camera right. So you want to get high, up, so Scorpion can skip this entire part.
Got it now first try. Feel very good about that one.
We do it pretty safely, so it worked out.
It worked out in the end.
And here you was gonna instantly jump. Here we did a mistake. You're not supposed to use your entire meter here, so when we get to this room, we don't have any meter.
Yeah.
So that means we have to die. We do not have any health, so we just die. Yep. This is our only death in the speedrun, but to be honest, it's not too bad.
As sad as it is, I kind of do feel like if we were gonna die at one point of the run, I'm actually glad that it was at this room, because not only is this room easy to die on or just get
damage in general.
Yeah, get easily hurt on, but the fact that we die in this room, it's not really that big of a deal. Normally,
we can do a lot better here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we manage a lot of times to safely pass that room without taking damage, but it's a bit tricky. You gotta make sure you have the meter before you enter the room, and you gotta have really good synergy in that room. But yeah, normally we would die around maybe 2 times on a run. So the fact that we only died once in this run was actually pretty satisfying, at least.
What I did try here is to gain as much meter as I can, because I do need the free bars. So what I'm doing here is just gaining meter. I do not get any much meter from doing the air slams, but it's the only thing I can do. I don't think there's a grab spot here.
Yeah, because the next room that we're gonna enter will be, I believe, it will be the boss fight.
No, it will be the traps.
Oh yeah, right.
Opening the traps.
Yeah, right. But we're not far off, and so basically, Scorpion almost has full meter now, and he will need the full brutality meter for the Rocky Hellbeast boss fight. You will see. You will see why the brutality will be needed for that boss fight. Alright, first room done. 1 down, 1 to go.
It's important to pick these rooms in order, going right first and now left.
Green first, red after.
Because of the meter, basically.
Yeah. I remember when we discovered that, we were like, but does that really matter? And we were like, there has to be a reason for it, right? And then we were like, okay, yeah, we get it. We get it out. It's not much to say about this part. The only thing we want to make sure here is
full meter.
We have full meter before we enter this room. Because Scorpion needs to instantly do the spear to have the guard in place, and Sub-Zero needs to instantly long jump, which I did manage to get at first, but then I got hit by the spikes, and then this part was pretty much ruined.
Yeah, we do have a trick for this part that nobody has ever done, I think. So we discovered a part here we could do a lot of skips, but we did not manage to get it.
Yeah, so normally when Sub-Zero builds up the test your might meter, as soon as he is able to hit the lever, basically, to kill them with the trap, normally we would not have to wait for as long, like the same as this part, because we have a setup where Scorpion hits one of the guys with the spear, Sub-Zero hits one of the other guys with the ice ball, to basically keep them in place until we get to the test your might meter, and then instantly break them.
It's kind of interesting that you can if when Sub-Zero is doing the test your might and you're able to move when he's done, you can skip the camera and just jump out of the camera into the next test your might. But we did not manage to get that trick now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We have practiced a lot in this room to get tried so many things to get it as fast as possible, but yeah, it's kind of bad, this room.
I believe when we practiced this part individually, I believe we spent like 2 hours straight on just this room. Maybe even more, actually.
Yep. This room we also failed, but it's fine. He was supposed to die by the spikes, but I managed to grab him.
Yeah, the same goes with this room, where you don't want to kill them at the ceiling spikes, because otherwise the whole enter the test your might section takes longer. But yeah, we definitely
because, like, the animation of the spikes, it kind of bleeds out, and there for some reason doesn't load faster.
Yeah, it takes some time for the body to like disappear for some reason. But yeah, overall not bad, but we definitely could do better at that part. Comes the backtracking.
Backtracking goes pretty fast. Just be careful.
Yeah, backtracking / platforming may seem like the easiest parts of the game or of the run, but I don't necessarily agree with that, because sometimes platforming or backtracking can be harder than you expect it to be. Like the spikes there, for example, it's very easy to get hit by them.
It's important that you don't jump at the same time, so you get the camera right. Nothing special here.
Now I believe we have a boss fight ahead.
After this room, yes. It's important that you... actually, when you go this way, you can just jump. And you will not get hit by the fire from the ground. But on the backtracking, you need to sidestep from it. Side from the fire.
And here comes one of our favorite bosses. And when I say favorite bosses, that's not really what I'm trying to say.
It's important to have Brutality, because Hellbeast has some really dumb attacks.
Yeah, if you don't have Brutality at this part, this boss just becomes a huge pain in the ass. Right, nice. Pretty fast kill, get some health back on the way out, so yeah, overall solid.
Here, you need to be careful of the fire. And that's it. Now it's time for the second boss fight.
Yeah, that's pretty much Soul Tombs, except for one more part. For anyone that has played Shaolin Monks before, you know what bosses comes up.
Fuck, breaking stupid Dark Harlots.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
They can go fuck themselves.
Alright, and here comes the first boss where it starts to go kind of like the scramble direction.
Yeah, to be honest, this is like the worst we have ever done on Baraka, but it's not too bad.
Yeah,
we have practiced this entire boss fight.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
This is absolutely the worst we've ever performed on this boss fight. So this boss fight is split into 4 sections, or 4 parts. So that's the first part. The second part, he will start throwing these monks at you, lit on fire. And our job is to have Sub-Zero just to get rid of them with one freeze ball. or one ice ball. But for some reason, we decided to both starting projectiling in them here, and they're still running around like maniacs. Very annoying. But yeah, we try to ignore them at the end and just focus on Baraka. And now comes the third part, which is the zoning part. Now there's a loop here that you can do, where Sub-Zero and Scorpion does their spear and ice ball, so not at the exact same time, but a little delay in between. And if you do that, you can loop him. You can loop him until he dies. But as you can see, it did not go according to the plan, and
Spear, that was didn't come out, so I couldn't spear.
yeah, you didn't have any meter left, I believe.
But sometimes Scorpion Spear just doesn't work. I don't know why.
But so 4 parts of Baraka, I'd say 2 parts of those 4 we did actually pretty good. And it's the first part and this last part here, where you have to throw the swords into his head. Are you alright? Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's important that someone distracts and one attack, that's it.
Yeah, the are you okay scene with Kung Lao asking the dead monk if he's... So basically, if for anyone who doesn't know that's watching, the moment we enter this Baraka boss fight, he starts to throw a monk. He lights a monk on fire and throws at us. No. He kills the monk with his swords, or with his...
The blade.
The blades, yeah. He throws the monk at us, and Kung Lao goes down on his knee and says, "Are you okay?" Question mark. And
that's one of those Ed Boon troll moments.
And you're like, bruh, you just got hit by a blade in your head and in your heart, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Impales his heart and his head. And Kung Lao goes, "Are you okay?" Easily one of the most funniest parts of the whole game.
Ed Boon revealed that Raiden is the only character in Mortal Kombat that can survive a bullet to the head. So, I don't know. Maybe if it was Raiden it would make sense, but... that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, now this part was also a bit unusual.
I messed up the easiest part here, no comment.
Yeah, like...
I've never done that before.
Like, I know... Like, I don't want to be, like... I don't want to be bashing on you or something, because... The thing is, 9 out of 10 times you always get that perfect, and now out of all those 10 times, you slip down like twice in a row. So very unusual, but oh yeah, and also at that part,
running and punching is pretty annoying to do.
Yeah, and we were also very lucky here at that part where we're supposed to grab the medallion. Sub-Zero was stuck in the background, and
yeah, we did wrong here. We're not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero is supposed to get outside from that, so he can manage to reach it. Otherwise, we get stuck. But I managed to improvise and.
Yeah, basically, what happened was Sub-Zero. We got stuck locked by the camera, and we weren't able to move. But what Scorpion did was he did a long jump and then a kick, and then he were able to reach the medallion. If he were not able to do that, we would be stuck in the game and we'd have to restart.
I wish they keep using these kind of goofy movements in Mortal Kombat. It's always been the charm and humor of the games.
One of the things I love about MK, the goofiness. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Are you okay?
That's, in my opinion, what makes Mortal Kombat stand out from every other fighting games, is the fact that it has that humor, it has that bizarre humor that not a lot of other fighting games have, in my opinion at least. And this will finally...
Ed Boon's derpy smile on that fucking scene.
Yeah. And that wraps up the Soul Tombs part, finally. And we still managed to get 1 minute and 24 seconds ahead, so surprisingly good.
Oh, it's Goro time. And Sub-Zero.
Oh yes, the Wastelands. Yeah, you'll see when we get to Goro that. Well, I mean, you won't be able to see it from just one run, but Goro is probably the most inconsistent boss fight in the whole game. What he does can never be predictable.
I had a bug there, but it's whatever.
If we're really unlucky at this part, the game will spawn a Tarkata alongside with the other two Shadow Priests, but luckily that didn't happen. Alright, so for this part we gotta make sure that we bring the sword with us.
At this part we practice a lot, but we managed to fail it. We have... Yeah, we fail this almost every time, but we have practiced so much on this part, jumping to the bridge.
This part is understandable. Like, if we fall down here, it's like, okay, it is what it is, because this skip here, while it's a very nice skip, it's very easy to fail.
Yeah, we do know where you're supposed to jump, but we just didn't do it this time.
Yeah, I believe the run we did before this, where we got 1 hour 16 minutes, we tried it like 3 times in a row, and we kept we kept falling down, and so instead of doing that over and over, just try it once and move on.
This is, in my opinion, the most annoying part in the entire run.
Yeah,
because it's completely RNG. I don't think there's any technique here, just throwing them into the Raiden.
Oh yeah, this room is the definition of RNG.
If you look closely at Scorpion here, every time I try to grab them, they just break for some reason. I don't understand these enemies, and as the camera doesn't help either here. so many times.
So this is one of the few rooms where you have to improvise a lot. Now we do have a main strategy on this part, which is to have Scorpion grab as many of the enemies into the blood, while Sub-Zero stands around the blood to freeze them in place. However, that doesn't always go according to plan, because sometimes the camera prevents Scorpion from being able to reach the other enemies. So what Sub-Zero does is helping out by, for example, using his slide, which is a very good move to use against the enemies here, because if they break apart on the ground, you can't really grab them, but Sub-Zero can slide them into the blood.
Right, Raiden is not supposed to intervene and stuff in the story, but this is like the only part he does help out in the story, I guess. I haven't really thought about it, but it does help out. Because I think these kind of enemies, we can't really hurt them. So Raiden is the only one with the power to hurt them. I think so.
Yeah.
So it's all about Raiden.
The only time he helps out, huh? Fucking Raiden. Now, this is one of the things of the run that I don't understand what we did here. Like, we know where we are supposed to jump down, but for some reason we try to jump down more to the left, which is not possible. So we wasted a bit of time there.
We know this, but we just have it in focus.
Yo, Gorillatics! What's up, man? Storming Fighter. Welcome to the stream, bro.
Up, hello.
Right, so this is where we make some other unusual drops.
Yeah, we dropped in 2 times, dropped in 3 times. Damn. It's kind of fine, I'm not gonna be too hard on this.
Yeah, at this point of the run, I was saying to myself, okay, I am very close to restarting the run, because there was just too many unusual boss drops that don't usually happen anymore. But while I was still looking at the timer, I was like, okay, we are surprisingly still good on time. So we kept going, of course. Yo, Sweetcraft! What's up, my man? Welcome to the stream, bro.
This is the only, this is the best part of the game. You can basically just combo. The more you combo, the more money you get. You get experience from it. So this is like the farming part of the game. The best part, actually. So
the farming / intermission / grabbing a drink or a snack part of the game.
Yeah. So Scorpion here, he might as well. He has some powerful abilities he can unlock. So it's best for him to just do a lot of hits and get the money enough to buy stuff. Buying what he needs for some boss fight, which can improve the boss fights, is his third spear move. So you just do a lot of combos and you get enough money to buy it. There's nothing really you can do here anyway, so you might as well just do it.
Yeah, there's not really that much going on at this part besides just waiting until we reach the dock. Normally, what we had as a strategy at this part was at the point when we reached the boat, we would just go and buy the last skill, which would be the grab special, the grab special ability, where you are able to basically throw the enemies straight up. But what we realized over time was Scorpion doesn't really need that ability. So what we did instead is Sub-Zero still buys it, but Scorpion gets as many hits as he can during this part to get as many XP as possible. And when he has enough XP, he can buy the what's the name of it? The last spear move.
Just his spear move.
Yeah, the spear spinning move, which will be needed for the last boss fight. So every 10 hits, you will get another multiplier.
Why we upgrade to the spear move? Because it does have not on the startup, but in the move he does get some invisible frames, and it's like one of the strongest moves in the game. So you might as well unlock it. It can help a lot. It can help a lot parts where you can just do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Dante decided to. Dante realized he didn't need the doppelganger style anymore, so he gave it to Sub-Zero.
For the lights. For the ice.
Also, this is a very part of the game to. If you have any low HP, then it's a very good moment to build up some health again.
Special free, and also bought the teleport because why not? It does have what it does. It's basically just standing teleport. It brings out a really fire stun that you can use in it doesn't really get used a lot, but it does come in handy.
Yeah,
but you don't have to upgrade that one if you don't want to.
The final upgrade of the Scorpion Spear, the spinning move, is very underrated.
Yeah, it's very strong.
First of all, it has invincibility on not at the startup, but at the.
I explained this before. It's really handy in some boss fights, basically.
Yeah, at the middle of his startup, and then he's basically invincible for the rest of the whole animation. And while he's spinning, there's this trick that if Scorpion does the spinning move with the spear in. Not behind, but while looking away from the bosses, basically, he will do a shit ton of damage
later on. It's because his hitbox is really inconsistent. So the way to get the best hitboxes out of the move is you try to be close to the enemy and just stand away from the enemy. You look away from the enemy, and you get the most hits, basically.
Well said.
It's really important.
Now,
I would like to shout out Elfen out for that, because he's the one who helped us, helped me finding that out, basically.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember at this part when we were waiting for Sub-Zero to finish freezing the door, you were telling me what are you doing? Why aren't you doing anything? And honestly, it's because I was very frustrated at this point of the run. I really wanted to restart this run, but at the same time, I kept going because,
Here I need to give a lot of props to this skip here, also found out by Elfanaut. It's one of my favorite skips in the game. You can skip this annoying part where you just have to throw enemies into the trap by just, as you could see by Scorpion, jumping on the wall. Yeah, and you can do that infinitely, basically.
Yeah, the thing is,
skip that entire annoying part.
Normally, what you have to do is you have to wait. You have to throw the enemies into the spike trap to fill up a certain amount of blood, and then you have to wait for Sub-Zero to finish freezing the whole wall so you can climb up on it. But we just skipped, I think, 1 minute and 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
And here he is.
The most Yeah, he's a really inconsistent because
The most
I don't
inconsistent boss
understand
fight.
why, but Scorpius teleport does not want to work here. It's supposed to go. He's supposed to end up behind him, but he doesn't sometimes. It's like important for you to stand right.
I think I've lost count how many times this boss has wrecked us. The first part is
Pretty
not
solid.
really that bad, but this part, if you get hit by that large thing or whatever he's holding, and he starts bitch slapping you with that, look at our health.
Yeah, this part you really need to be careful. But this is a pretty solid run of it. Yeah, that's pretty lucky. Pretty good.
Yeah, overall solid.
It's also important that it doesn't matter who does the fatality here.
Yeah.
Or maybe Johnny Cage will just do the fatality instead.
And of course, Johnny Cage stealing the spotlight. Yeah, in Shaolin Monks Co-op, you always share health, the same health.
Yep.
So one of you go
Smug
down,
ass
you
Johnny
both
Cage.
go down.
Johnny Cage and Goro kind of have like a rivalry, a secret rivalry at each other, so he just has to come in and finish him off. Like in the movie. Just kill him off.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice callback reference.
That was $500 sunglasses, asshole.
One of the best. Love it. Yeah, I mean, though they were $500. Can't take those for granted. And that about sums the Wastelands part up, but we're not finished yet.
Here's a practice part 2. We have practiced this.
This is the
It's
final.
not perfect, but this is what we usually do.
So okay, so look at Sub-Zero for a sec here. This is very unusual. Our job is to grab the zombies and throw them onto the hooks, right? But what Sub-Zero was very unlucky about is the first time I grab him, he managed to get out for some reason, and then once I grab him again, he gets out from my grab another time. Very unusual. Can't remember the last time I saw that.
Did we do the skip here?
We usually do, but this was one of those times when we didn't do it. So
Yeah, if you stand on that medallion over there, you get it. You basically just pick it up during the sequence of the cutscene.
yeah, the moment we finished putting all of the zombies on the hooks, the little cutscene that you just saw there where it focuses on the medallion, if Sub-Zero or one of us stands, like if we stand on it, when the cutscene triggers, we will trigger the what is it called, when the little power-up sequence faster. But yeah, that wraps Deadpool up, and minus 239, so again, surprisingly good.
Oh, it's Hey Scorpion.
This is also a really nice skip with the swing pulse.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. Yeah, he just kills himself. I have no idea what happened there. It's pretty lucky.
You kicked him off, and he kind of landed on top of the edge or the ledge edge, and then
Yeah, he kind of
and
understood
then
that he needs to clip through the fucking ground. He needs to die.
yeah, then he just slipped down.
What can I say?
The Nether Realm. One of the shortest part of the game, up there with the Wuxi. Also, okay, so this part of the game can be pretty easy, but it can also be hard, depending on the situation.
The only hard part about this, in my opinion, is one thing I will never understand until someone explains it. It's a glitch that does happen in this run.
It's more like of a bug that we don't really have any control over.
Yep.
You'll see why in a minute.
So this part easy, just air slam.
First-
And now we need to get to the second phase.
Yeah, first Scorpion part, just air slams. Nothing too complicated or special there. Got hit by the fire there, unlucky.
Scorpion is fighting his inner demon here. It is himself.
Man versus self.
And boom.
Here comes the second part of the Scorpion
glitch
fight.
part.
Yeah, this is where this is basically where the RNG bug starts. Something that we tried to figure this out, but we for some reason can't understand why this happened. So Scorpion throws the spear on the ground, right? And we're supposed to grab it to pull him back down. But if you look closely, what just happened there was once we grab the spear, it just disappears. And it's actually not the last time, because watch again. Now I try to grab it again, and it disappears.
Yep. It's I've seen this before in other runs, and it's I think there's no solution. Maybe there is, but my only what I think it can help sometimes is both of the players need to stand close to it. But I have no idea. Because you just need to pull him out one time, and that's it.
A bug, but a very common one. Get fucked. And rip Scorpion.
Here you can hear Ed Boon's wonderful voice acting.
10 out of 10 easily.
Sounds like a dog.
Right, rest in peace,
Nani?
Scorpion. Oh, but wait! Oh no, he's not dead yet! Oh my god! He's back! Because we are in the Nether Realm and Scorpion can't die here. So we're just gonna have to keep killing him another 50 times.
In the forehead.
Get the fuck over here.
Fuck you, Scorpion.
Right in the forehead for sure.
And he's defeated.
Alright. Maybe this is the last time we see of him? Most likely not, but we're just gonna assume so for now.
I have the power. Bye.
It's over 9,000. So
We get the fuck out of here.
Here comes my favorite part of the platforming, where yeah, my brother would know. So we're supposed to be on top here, which Scorpion is. It's Sub-Zero struggles, and I managed to get up. But when I jump over, I get hit by the fire, of course.
I mean, this is understandable. If you don't practice this part, you will fail.
It is easily happen. It is easy.
Yeah, but
it's easy to get hit by it.
we know what to do.
We know what we're supposed to do, but yeah. But here comes the part where I kind of redeem myself. Watch very closely. Watch very closely what happens now. This is very sick. Okay, so can be very hard to miss the first time if you didn't realize what just happened. So there are these save statues in the game that you press R2 on them and you save the game, while you at the same time get back some health meter. And what we just did there was, at the very exact moment when Scorpion jumped into the portal, on the very first frame perfect frame of him jumping into the portal, I entered the save statue to basically go into save mode, get back some health meter, but we skipped the saving part because I pressed at the exact moment that Scorpion jumped into the portal.
By saving, you do get the health, so we skip the entire, what do you call it?
Yeah, the whole loading screen, basically.
Yeah.
So normally, if we would consider this a flawless speedrun so far, I would never try to attempt that. But since I was very frustrated during the speedrun, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. A one frame link exactly.
You do get it every time, so it's not too hard.
It's not too bad. But alright, the Foundry Crystal.
Here's another RNG moment. We have practiced this, and it doesn't make sense. But you can get, if you kill 2 enemies here, You unlock the door by luck, basically. So you can by killing 2 enemies in the fire. Oh, the door might open, but this time it took 4 enemies. I mean, no, it took 3 actually.
Yeah, that room doesn't make any sense at all. Like, you can skip the two last enemies if you're lucky, but we were lucky enough to skip the last enemy. So and we don't really understand why it happens, but it happens. How did it go in the school? Hur gick det i skolan?
How did it go in school?
And here comes a test your might glitch. Not really a glitch, but test your might. Test your might.
Oh, we love you too. Enemies.
Yeah, these 2 fucking annoying enemies, always waiting around the corner to fuck you
Giving
up.
us a smudge kiss. Very sloppy kiss.
Yeah, they love it. Sloppy kiss fetish. Oh, and this part I really love that you got this on the first try.
Bam. You basically skip 1 entire enemy there. I'm the one that discovered that. I haven't seen anyone else do that. You might as well just have the time to use that.
Yeah, roughly it takes around 5 to 7 seconds, depending on how fast Scorpion and Sub-Zero is, to kill 1 enemy at a time together. So yeah, I'd say we saved around 6-7 seconds of you just throwing him instantly, killing in the trap.
Yeah, I can do it almost every time.
Now this is the part where I can never seem to understand how I managed to hit the lava here. It happens probably like 8 out of 10 times. But you know, you gotta, if you skip your baths, you gotta make up for them somehow, right? That's how we roll. Test your might.
Click.
Right, we're almost getting near the end of the speedrun here. All we gotta make sure now is grab the sword, or the axe, whatever you want to call it. Grab the weapon, get back, break the crystals, and getting ready for the final part of the game. Can I test my might on Lyra? No, you cannot.
Do you mean like catching the hammer? Because you're not mighty?
Test your might.
Oh. Just lamb the cat. And punch it!
Error.
Scorpion in a hatchet.
Scorpion with the hatchet, I know, right? Just got himself an upgrade.
Impressive.
Right, we got the last test your might. Grab the weapon and
Pick up the damn sword!
we'll be on our way to the final part of this this section. MK3 style, hell yeah! You know me.
Bap.
And one more, and enter... Okay, so enter one of the most confusing parts of the whole run here. Me pressing
the only
this...
excuse here, we did not focus. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, this is the part of the run where we did not pay attention or focus at all. So we were saying to each other, okay, Sub-Zero, do your mortality. But what none of us realized was Sub-Zero didn't have any meter for mortality. And I say that to my brother. I'm like, but I don't have any meter, right? So, and I try to do the mortality, but I don't remember it for some reason. Because I'm stupid here. So I go into the fatality list and I'm trying to look up my mortality. And then when I go back, I'm like, but hey, I don't have any meter. So Scorpion, but yeah, you kind of make up for it. You kind of save it there by instantly mortality. And did we get all of them, or was there one more left?
We will see in our next run. In our defense, usually Sub-Zero does have the entire meter there for the mortality, but this time he didn't. We don't really know why.
Yeah, so
It might be wrong, but
normally Sub-Zero is supposed to do the mortality there, but for this run, it was different.
different universe.
But yeah.
Now here comes the last boss fights in the, in the speedrun.
Boss rush time. Oh yeah, and also a very quick note here. I forgot to hit the split key on the Foundry Crystal exit, so it's still running the time there, but it doesn't really matter because you'll see the end time in a few minutes. So
he has a lot of health, so it's a lot of air slamming here.
Yeah, Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung, the first boss of the whole boss rush part, is it's not really a hard boss, but he can be very annoying if you drop him, because once you drop him, he will go into morph mode, and then you can't hit him while he's morphing, and yeah, it's just an annoying process.
Tap.
But this was one of the better boss fights we did.
And here comes the Deadly Alliance Fatality, Redemption, and Shake.
A payback for snapping Liu Kang's neck.
Scorpion felt like very emotional.
Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Deadly Alliance. And here comes Kintaro. I remember you used to say this was the hardest boss fight out of the Kintaro and Goro one, but I think you can agree with me at this point that he's way easier than Goro, right?
Or tortellini with ketchup and mushroom and stew and extra seasoned dill sauce.
Because first of all, Goro is split into two sections. Kintaro is only split into one, and Goro has a long-range ass weapon that he can hit you with, while Kintaro is just a slow-ass furry, basically. He's a furry with no range.
This furry. This fatality always makes me sad. It's such a heartbreaking way of killing him.
No, you know who would be the most upset and sad about this part?
Kitaro's wife.
Sonic Fox, the king of furries himself, of course.
Rip Shiva's husbando.
Pork tortellini with ketchup, mushroom stew, and extra spice dill sauce.
Fläkt tortellini med ketchup och kantarellstuvning med extra dillsås. As I said. Oh no, that was before.
And here he is, the final boss and the most scariest part of the whole game.
The Kintaro's boss fight was pretty solid, but let's see how this goes.
For you who were at the start of the stream when I showed a little compilation of Shao Kahn raping us with the spinning hammer, I think you can see why this would be the scariest part of the game. And for anyone who has overall played Shaolin Monks, you would know this is the scariest part of the game.
Here comes the first spinning Scorpion Spear move, and this one was pretty alright. We did do a lot of damage. And we were really careful at this part.
Yeah.
You need to be careful for this part where he just spins around his hammer. Don't get hit.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by this shit. You get hit by this once and you're dead. It's over.
Another one.
Instantly restart.
This is discovered by Altonaut doing this strategy.
But the way his spinning hammer works is every 10 seconds he will start doing the spinning.
And that's it.
And there it is.
Pretty solid.
That wraps up the whole speedrun.
No, okay, we didn't get the record.
Okay, so what happened there was I was supposed to hit the split key, but when I realized I was still on the Foundry Crystal exit part of the split segments, I hit the split key and then I hit the reset key. But it doesn't matter. We already uploaded this to speedrun.com. We have a moderator verifying it. And from my understanding, the time would be 1 hour, 13 minutes, 39 seconds. But the moderator rearranged it to 1 hour, 13 minutes, 38 seconds. So we gained like 1 second. But yeah,
And you have
this
freed
run
the
pretty much
spirits of
sums
your
up
ancestors from their
us being the
inability to
fastest
lay
Scorpion
their
and Sub-Zero
lives
players
down
for the co-op category.
I want to thank Alphanaut again for helping a lot for this, finding these tricks and during the speedrun and being very useful for the community.
I will try to rebuild this realm according to my true father's wishes.
I meant between us.
Whoever said anything
But yeah,
about
like,
being
Stop
with
simping,
us?
okay.
This was our this is the run where we basically reached our goal, which was to beat 1 hour 15 minutes 31 seconds, which is the previous holder of the fastest Scorpion and Sub-Zero players. And now we hold that record.
You were allowed to follow the enemy's plots. What the enemy means for evil, a greater force will always turn for good. You have freed the past and future. Well done, champion.
It's like an untextured model in Blender. Yeah.
Now come. It is time to return home.
Come.
But yeah, that will wrap up the stream, guys. We definitely have plans for this game in the future, with more speedrunning. We're gonna try attack the other speedrunning categories, like the survival co-op, the any percent co-op, and we're definitely gonna improve on this run. So there will
We'll do that,
definitely be
yes.
more. But yeah, this will wrap it up.
Yes.
Can I get a nyash? Well, of course you can. Of course.
Oh dear.
So thanks to everyone for tuning in, watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
And don't forget.
Don't forget to keep it stylish. Bye, guys.